Got a battery works again?
Okay, we're back. Put in a fresh battery.
Good deal. Thinking that one, this one, and maybe this one. Whoa, I guessed correctly. Look at that. Alright. We're done with flywheel, right?
Yep.
At least that part of the flywheel. Those blocks are steel and heavy. Okay, so Fred knocked out the bearing race over here. You don't rip bags out in the middle so that way you can put the parts back in.
Yeah.
So they don't get dirty. Fred doesn't understand that yet, so see the parts
didn't
fall
get
out.
that one out yet.
See the parts fall out instead of being in there where you're supposed to be clean. See, now they still get dirty because we can't close the bag up.
So you got to educate them on that.
Fred didn't pay attention. Okay, these are bearing races. We need these. These are not Timken because they don't say Timken on them. Oh, there they are. Timken. Okay, now you can either replace this or leave it. They're all the same size.
I want a new one.
Yeah, but it does more damage to the case pulling it out.
Okay, if it's reusable,
So
then...
do you want me to risk damage the case a little bit to pull it out, or just?
Well, is it okay? Can you still use it?
That's why I'm cleaning it.
I don't want to risk case damage. Nope.
It's this piece right here.
Yeah.
It's pressed in, and every time you put them in and out, it screws up the side of the case a little
Leave
bit.
it. Leave it.
Now, if you want to take them out, there's an oil hole right here. So what you do is you take a punch, you beat this thing over until the clip is over the hole, so this end goes about where this one's at.
Yeah.
Then you come in here with a little small punch and you beat on it, and that'll push the clip out of the hole, and then you just be able to punch this way and rotate it right on out. And when you put it back in, it's just like putting a piston ring in a cylinder. You shove it in like this, and you rotate it over, beat it until it pops in the hole, and you're good. This one looks like a piece of crap. It looks like a good one. So if you don't
broke, don't fix
If
it.
you don't want to screw in it, we're not screwing it.
That's right.
I don't like screwing it, I don't have to.
Exactly.
So these go in this way, not upside down like that. I always like pushing the outside first and this one last because I push this one hard against the clip. I use this as a pushing tool. Now the Harley case, you can just push right on the case directly. Now if you got one of those stupid ass crappy twin cam cases, they break, so you can't do that way. I've broken one of those before. They're weak. These ones are strong, so you can just push the bearing right, no problem.
Yeah.
Except when you hit the snap ring, don't keep pushing. So now that's in there where it belongs. It's right up against the snap ring, evenly.
You don't do much twin cams, do you?
No, I would never work on a twin cam.
Well, I mean, you don't do much. It's mostly
I don't like working on them. Throwaway
knuckles,
motors.
pans, shovels,
Throwaway motors.
sporties. Yeah.
There's a lot of them out there, though. So we're just going to work on a little bit. Okay, that one I push in hard at the bottom. So now that one's all the way in, smoothly round and pushed in flat. Now you want to make sure there's no lip between these two surfaces here. If it does, that means the sensor is probably loose. So yours feels good. Nice and flat.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see. Alright, so this part here is in. Your holes look like the back one's been helicoiled. These still look like they got good threads, so this case should be good to use the way it is. So on this we just need to give it a good final cleaning, and it's ready to start putting together this half. And if you're not going to put covered bolts over here, nuts, you need to paint these silver so they don't rust.
Yeah, I'm putting the covered in the cap.
We're putting a cap nut on here, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's this part. Now we're moving over to this part. So we got a case race we got to pull out, and we have a bearing. Now this center space, you got to make sure you keep over that 10 pin. Okay, so this here is a special tool that somebody made. I don't know if Jim's makes one of these or not. This came from Colonel Specials, I think, back in the day. See how they fit in there really nice?
Yep, you just push it right out.
Yeah, when you try to push it out with one of these, you only hit on part of it.
Alright.
This one's made to push more evenly, so it pushes out more evenly. And this here comes out this side. Now, earlier cases, they have set screws in here. You got to take the screws out. These ones don't. Once again, these ones are pretty strong, so you just push them straight out. If you have a twin cam or some other inferior product, you need to support it.
Wait till you start working on the Milwaukee 8 motors.
It's just the same thing. It's not changing any. Still a piece of crap throwaway motor. They don't make any horsepower either. It's just like it's stupid anything else.
I heard the cranks were still the same, the press cranks.
Yep. You didn't fix that problem.
Yeah.
Same piece of crap motor. Somebody's got some crap in the bottom of the bucket. It's got the crap box.
Yeah.
Now you still got inner tubes and rags down there. Now the rags aren't really supposed to be over here. They're supposed to be in a rag box. The EPA did not see that.
Nope.
But that's supposed to be there, so it does that. See?
Yeah.
That way you don't damage your stuff when you pull it out. So there's the one that we took out. Now this one had a lot of lapping compound run through it. That's why we're getting rid of it. You want to make a keychain out of that?
Yeah.
So
You can have it. Paperweight.
I can have that. I used to have a rag around here. What to do with it? There it is. Okay, so now you take this out. Take a look at it. Make sure you didn't damage my tool any. You have to fix it. Nice. See all the clean stuff right around there? See all the grit and fungi and crap in there? All the oil deposits.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to clean that out. Hit the light switching. There you go. So you always want to wipe all that crap out before you put the new bearing race in.
Wipe it all out with a dirty rag, yeah.
This is a semi-clean rag. Plenty adequate for this job. Okay, so we get all the crap cleaned out. You can see the nice smooth factory finishes in there. See how nice and uneven that is?
Yeah.
Quality merchandise. There's two dowel pins on here. 1, 2. See how they fit right between that? Look at that. You want to make sure it sits flat, not something uneven. Here's your new one. What kind of, does that come from Taiwan? Some company named Jim.
No, it says made in the United States.
Oh, is that where that Jim stuff is made?
Well, that's what the package says. I don't know if
The package was made in the U.S. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if the part's made in the U.S.
Okay.
You never know nowadays.
Now this is made for those set screws that you don't have,
Oh, okay.
but we do want the oil hole to line
It's a
up.
line up then, because if you don't line it up, then
Now theoretically, it can be this far off; it would still lubricate just fine. But I
Yeah.
like putting it right on the money. Now you can put this back in there, but it pushes unevenly, or you can put this one in there, it pushes evenly. Which one do you want me to use?
the one that pushes evenly, obviously.
Oh, okay. You're one of those type guys, huh?
Hell yeah.
There's a spacer too.
Call me anal, but
It broke. Jeez. Now if you push it sideways like that, it might damage the case. Now it helps if you have a press that pushes square. How many tons does that take?
right now it's 0.
No, it's got 1 ton on it right now.
Okay,
See? There's 2. 2.5. Oh, and it went to 4 when it came. do that with the twin cam in the case it would
break
right through. But this being a Harley,
yeah,
it doesn't care. Okay, so that piece is it. Now we flip it over. Spread these apart a little bit. And we got a cam bearing right here to do. Now these are a little bit critical because they like to go in sideways. And then it jams up the rollers and they don't work. See these rollers, how they're at an angle right now? If I push it in right at that, it will lock them up.
oh,
So before I push them in, I got to square them up more even, like that. And if you're lucky, they'll stay that way.
it's a nice tip to know.
Now you have a round side and you got a flat side. The flat side is what you push against. The round side you don't push against. But I need to get a tool for pushing with it. You didn't bring that over with you. We're going to have to fire you as a camera guy now. You can't bring over all the tools. So we got a couple of different variations of tools. I'm going to pick a tool that will fit in the case. Okay, remember flat side goes down. I don't know why that looks like that's not going to work in there.
What, the bearing, or
Yes,
it look too big?
it's way too big. What was that bearing made for? My guess it's not made for an old bike. No, it is not. It is made for a twin cam.
Oh, shit. Would have cracked the case.
See, it says right on it, TC. These are a little bit bigger than what we're supposed to put into a shovelhead or an Evo.
Yeah.
They don't really fit.
How the hell did that get mixed up?
Oh, they're on the shelf. They're right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
Somebody didn't read that label very good.
Yeah.
It looks like a K instead of a TC. I'm going to talk to the inventory boy about that.
Let me see. Who could that be?
I think his name starts with a T and ends with an O.
TNO. Yeah.
I don't know who that could possibly be around here. Look at that little dinky one. That's the one.
That's what we want.
That knife is, look how sharp that is. That just tore that right off. That's why I spend big bucks for good knives. Now look at that. That looks like it actually fits in there. Unlike that last one. Okay, look at that. You notice how the rollers are straight up and down.
Yeah.
Now you want to make sure you don't push that in there too far. Get it down before it falls or after? Okay, after you start it, bring it up, center it up, down a little bit, center it up again. And we got 1 3/4, 2 tons. 1 3/4 tons. Once again, you can't do it on a 20 cam, you'll break the case.
Yeah.
So Harley. Now see how the rollers are straight up and down right now?
Yep.
Now you want to make sure those actually move when you want them to move.
Not binding up.
See how they're binding up right now?
Yeah.
That is not a good sign.
So you got to pull it out.
Yep, those are not supposed to be bound up like that. Now they're straight up and down. I don't know why they're binding, but they're binding. Yep, doesn't matter. They're binding. Let's go get another tool. I have to push those out. I don't know why they keep doing that, but the last few times I've done these,
Is that a Torrington brand bearing?
consistently doing it. Said they've been doing it frequently. I'd say probably about 75% of the time they lock up on me, even though I pay attention. So if they're screwing with me, they're probably going to screw with you guys a lot. Well, they're Koyo now. They're not Torrington, they're not Timken. They're Koyo.
Made in Japan.
Well, they're made wherever they're made.
Sounds Japanese.
Torrington and Timken is a worldwide corporation. They have factories all over the world, but it's made to their spec with their material. So when it's all U.S. material and made to spec, it's good. Okay, see how it's in there nice and smoothly right now? See, I didn't unpress it all the way out, only enough to take the load off of it. You see how they're moving in there? See how they're nice and moving straight? Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and try this again and see if I can screw it up 2 times in a row. You think I can do it twice?
It's possible.
Especially with me.
You're only human, right?
Switch my tool over here. I have a lot of experience at screwing them up. So.
Look at that.
That's what you want to do. So there you go.
Cool.
Took 2 times to do it like normal around here. Can't do anything right the first time. Okay,
Whatever it takes, as long as it's done right.
We're going to take your alternator screws. We're going to put them in the new box here. This time we're going to put them in the Evo shovelhead box,
There you go.
panhead box, not twin cam box. Okay, so this case here is ready to figure out what size hone that needs to go and hone it.
Okay.
This case over here is ready for checking your Timken out. Now, we were talking about your hole up here needs to be good.
Yeah, it looks like it's good.
It appears that it still has got threads in it. So what we need to do is we need to find you a new plug, whichever one you're going to use. And we're going to check it by torquing a piss out of it, see if it strips out. And if it passes the Tatro torque test,
That's good to go.
we'll go ahead and put the motor together.
All
if
right.
it doesn't pass, then we're going to go to the helical
Yeah.
while it's apart,
Right.
instead of waiting until it's all assembled to do the torque test. Or torture test, whichever you want to call it. So we got to find you a plug, figure out what you like. I think you said you like the gold ones.
If you've got a chrome one.
Chrome, you're in the chrome. Okay. Now we got chrome 6-point, chrome Allen, chrome small Allen, chrome big Allen, zinc plated Allen,
God, dog, all these choices, huh?
acorn, and we have a cap, not textile.
How about just the one, the original one, only chrome?
You mean like that?
Yeah.
That has all the rust in the middle?
Right, only a chrome one.
You want the one with all the rust in the middle?
No, a chrome one.
Well, the chromas have rust in the middle. That's what happens. That's what happens to Allens. Okay, we'll figure that mess out.
Yeah.
So this case is ready to figure out what we need for bearings and do some honing. Let's see now it's going on midnight.
Well, if you want to...
I think it's time to quit for the minute.
Okay. Should we shut her down?
So that's it for now.
All right. Signing out.
That was already ready.
We're recording.
We are.
Yes, we are.
Okay, we're going through the hardware, figure out what we're going to need for these cases. So I had to blow these holes out. Someone didn't clean them very well. Wasn't me either. So this screwed up burrito is the one you want to use?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's the one that came with the case, so... There's another one in there, but I like the other one.
Okay, we got the new terminal plug here. We're
Yeah.
going to see if the threads are going to be good. Already not good. Something don't match. That's all right. See, that's not right. Something is not correct.
The right threads?
I don't know. It's either this or that. I would guess the plug and not the case, but I can see how they're tight in the case.
Want them to get the original plug? Or...
Let's get the dye and clean it up. See if I can find it. So you gotta keep the dyes laying around you need. My guess is the chrome
Yeah.
is the problem, not the case. That seems to be good. Nope, chrome was good. It's more than figure tight, but it's not a problem. So that means the case is the problem. So now we need to get a tap for that. Going up later on?
Yeah, at home.
Oh, not helping us here.
No, you're supposed to have all that.
Oh, okay. You gotta use mine then?
Yeah.
If I don't have one.
Well, I'll go home and get mine.
Go home and get yours?
Yeah.
Just the right one?
It's pipe thread, isn't it?
I'm trying to figure what the hell it even says. It says use drill. It doesn't tell me what size it is though. It's not about a millimeter. 18 millimeter. That must be a bunghole for an O2 sensor. I'm guessing this is not the right size. That makes it different. Yeah. That's too small. Not a toolbox anymore.
Want to try the old plug?
No, I'll go to the old toolbox. We'll go over here over all the good stuff. Yep, close. 9/16. Too big. Yeah, if I jammed in there, it might be too big when we're done.
Yeah.
Will we use that one?
No.
No?
On your case, maybe, well, not mine.
On my case? It's not 5/8, it's 11/16. Oh well. Maybe if I turn the light on, it would help.
Oh.
Ooh, you can see better. Ah, it's sharp. Let's see, this one here says 5/8 18 on it. You alright with that one?
If that's the right threads.
5/8 18, is it?
A coarse thread.
Fine throw. Trying to figure out why it's screwed up. Something doesn't match, that's all I know. Sounds dry, doesn't it?
Gotta put some lube in it.
Oh, is that what I left out?
Yeah.
Oh, look at all that. Couldn't make a mess there. Look how
Well, the
much
material
metal I
came
took
out.
Clean workbench, not clean no more. Alright. Seems to work a little better. Okay, seem to pass the torque test. You happy with that?
Yeah. As long as it ain't stripped. Like my last one.
Well, it's somewhat the threads are still in there. It'll pass for you. What do you think?
Yeah, I saw that one video you did where you had to chase the threads where the engine was in the bike.
Those are fun.
Yeah. And still, I'm willing to bet there's still some shavings that did fall down.
Oh, I know the shavings went in there. I'll guarantee you that.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do, you're not going to keep all that metal out.
It's either that or take the whole motor apart.
So we don't know if the cylinder base nuts are going to work because we don't have the cylinders on here yet. We need to check to make the height, sure the height of those are good. Now we'll go over and check this piece out over here. Now we're going to be running a S&S internal oiling for the top end. So we're going to be using pipe plugs in here to plug up all our holes. Now if you want to put an idiot light, you can put an idiot light right there like an Evo.
No, no idiot light.
Then you can be an idiot.
Well, the only idiot's going to be the idiot riding the bike, which is me, so.
Okay, good. As long as I don't have to be the idiot. Okay, where's our cam cover at? Now this is the one that we think is going to fit, right?
Think and hope.
Okay, you want to use those or throw them away?
We'll use them.
Special around the corner gasket. And they're getting better. They actually have small holes in it.
Wow.
See, that was the other one. Want to see the difference in hole size between those, between here and here?
Yeah.
Even you can tell the difference.
Right.
That one sucked. So here's how the oil galleries line up. That's always a plus when that happens.
It's always a plus when the gasket they supply you.
Well, we probably have a gasket set we're going to use, aren't we?
You're not going to use that one?
We'll let you get a gasket set for the whole motor. That's optional.
Well,
it appears this one doesn't have the chrome in the dowel holes like the last one I just did.
yeah, I remember that.
So that was pretty hard going on off, wasn't it?
Yeah. But if it's going to line up and not bind.
Well, you have a little bit of clearance in the dowels here.
Yeah.
So there's some fine tuning involved. Now, does this fit your pinion shaft?
I don't know.
You're blocking my way. You're between me and the tools.
Okay, well,
Remember,
say something.
remember your crank was over here?
Yeah.
You forgot. See what happens when you cover it up when you can't see it? Yeah, normal, nice and loose.
Was that normal or too loose?
It's normal for aftermarket parts.
Yeah, but OEM would be tighter, right?
Harley? Probably not. Me, yes. That's what you get when you get a new part, new cover. So that works. Loose works.
You gonna leave it like that or put an oversized bushing?
I'd have to put a bushing.
Undersized?
I'd have to do a bushing if we did that.
Mm.
What did we do the cam? We didn't grab the cam?
It's right here, isn't it?
No, that's not a cam. Camo lifter blocks. We're going to make sure everything fits before we start working on the motor. Somebody painted those black.
Careful, don't scratch the paint.
I didn't bake it on, I can tell. Still feels a little soft. It appears that these don't line up very well. Those holes don't line up with the crap.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, these two here are way off. What if they even fit? Is it the lifter block or the case?
I want to say it's a lifter block.
Just socket. See how far off there? Looking a little bit better.
I think it's an optical illusion.
Yeah, I was looking at the other angle, it looked like it was off, but this one's looking better. The important thing is they all fit in the hole, and they all move.
Mm-hmm.
Must be that black paint that throws it off when you're at the other angle. So we skated another problem here. Uh-oh. Did I just scrape up that chrome?
No.
Didn't defang it either. Okay, this one appears to be good. Check this one. Does this look good? Alright, so those might actually fit. Pretty good so far. Chamber. It looks new.
It is new.
Oh, okay.
NOS. Appears to have the same guy fitted both pieces. A little loose than I do it, but usable. I don't want to hear that. I want it saying, well, it's a little bit looser than what I do, so I'm going to tighten it up.
They're not that loose, but they are loose. With the brand new bushings and a brand new cover, I hope they line up.
Yeah, hopefully.
I've had that problem before. Let me get call on that one. Me, I'd run it.
We don't know if it's going to line up.
That we don't know yet.
Well, you got a new filmer, new videographer.
Yeah. He likes to zoom in a lot though, so I should be getting a lot of comments.
Before you move the camera, zoom out. Before you move it again, like you're zooming on something, before you move, like look at something else, zoom out first.
Okay.
Once you get criticism on the internet.
He's gonna get some criticism.
I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of criticism on this.
There's very lot of zoomed in stuff last night.
That's my glasses. That's my glasses over there. So much using.
Alright.
I'm heading for the homestead. I'll see you tomorrow.
Alright.
Is it far?
National City, just around Division Street.
you're
there.
fine.
Looks like they might
Take
fit.
care.
Nice meeting you.
Hi, brother.
Did he give you an extra fitting there?
I'll call you now.
Yeah, those are the fittings there that need to be drilled
These are
out.
those high flow ones.
Fridays, Saturdays, and
Oh, they are.
so
Real high flow.
those are kind of tough, but like the other days are pretty much.
Here's that brand new plug for the top. Goes right here.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Alright, so this all looks good, except for those.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's your cam. That's your cam there now. Where's the other fitting? Look at those high flow fittings there.
Let me zoom in. Compare.
I'm getting tired.
Okay, well,
You done zooming?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm zooming out now.
Zoom out. There's a genuine Harley fitting.
There's a difference.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they are all different. I don't even look at it's different. See how this one's bigger than Harley?
Yeah.
Well, I like the Gardner Westcott ones. They got big holes in them. These are worse than Harley. And that positively sucks down there.
And that's going to have to be drilled out.
That has to be modified. I just got done doing a modification.
Yeah, I saw that video where you drilled them out.
Oh yeah, let's go do another modification over here. It was like repeating my work.
You should just grab all these fittings and just do a mass.
Do everyone at once?
Yeah.
Can you tell I just did that?
Yep. Still got the shavings on there from your last one.
That's alright. What size did I use?
Oh, I forgot.
Me too.
You were going through your index trying to find the right drill.
That's right, I was. I remember I went to this big one. And I went through one of these over here. Not quite that one. Definitely not that one. Get these mixed up. Somebody mixed up my drills. Look at that. Did you mix those up?
No.
There we go, that one fits in there. Okay,
Are you using a fractional drill or letter or number? Or?
this is fractional. This is letter. Trying to confuse me there, weren't you?
I'm just curious as to what works. What's the closest?
And this one up here was a different one. We use whatever one fits. That's what we use.
You got $1?
$1.
Well, you're talking about your security guard?
Mm-hmm. He said, you got a quarter? You got $1?
Coda, what's a coda? What's a coat?
You got 4 quarters?
Quota or quota?
It's 8 bits. Just like I did the last one?
Yeah.
Opened it up.
Uh-oh, somebody put that in the wrong spot. Do you like that one better? Look at that. I'll mix these up now. Okay, we're going to put the big one in right off the bat. We're just going to go for it. I got the same speed up there? Yep, 950, perfect. That one is no longer any good.
Ah. Plug it up.
It augured it right through.
I thought you were going to run 2 of them, so you got to have a T.
Look what it did in my grid. It screwed the bit too. That one is no longer any good. See, I warned about on the last video what happened when they auger in. That's what happens. We're going to try that again. That worked so good the last time.
Maybe if you set the stop on there.
The stop?
Yeah.
I don't have a stop for that.
You just eyeball it.
Just go by feel. Probably they eat through the thing when you're going through. That heavily offset fitting in there. If we tighten that a little bit tighter, it might help too. Quite all the way through yet. Getting there though. Feel that one.
He's doing it all by feel.
Feel it screwed up. It's got a hole in it. If I want to go through this one, all the way through too.
Yeah, why not? Make it flow better.
That's right. Well, it appears to have more flow here even than the last one.
Not as much as the one with the through hole.
That's really a high flow version. Yep. There you go. You like that one better? You didn't have a through hole like this one does. Look at the special hole in there.
Yeah. Total loss oil system.
Yep. I can do that again if you want.
Only if you want to run it on your bike.
I do like high flow fittings.
I feel like that's pretty clean, brother.
What?
That's a clean ass cut.
And the hole in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was got a big hole in it. There you go. Good to go. Good higher flow. Might have to find a different fitting for the other half, though. But...
Isn't there one more you got to do? One for the feed.
No, that's all we got.
Oh, that's right, because the feed,
The other one's good.
return, and the vent. Okay.
I just have to go find another one of these because this one's now defective. We got a defective one here. So we have to work on that now. Yeah, we got a defection.
Pretty good. How you doing?
Doing well.
Did it work?
It was a lifesaver, thank you.
It life saved it.
Yes.
Was it tight now?
I sure hope so.
You hope so? Plenty of Loctite on it?
Yes.
Try any socket tool.
So,
Good. Good
Try
deal.
That's
awesome.
that's
Thank you.
that's tranny.
What the charge you put in the window with the air impact?
We actually had one, so
Oh,
yeah,
free.
free.
It's even
Worked out
better.
well.
Here, you can have that one.
Yeah.
We got it all back together and it's running great. So
All right. Good
thank
luck.
you much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Have a good night.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do with this, right?
We need some super glue on that one.
Oh, this one's good. I want it like that.
It's a triple.
I'm gonna put a little piece of pipe on this side, and then I'll put a screen in there, and I'll use it. So you can have a
there
little,
you go.
little one hitter. You can take a little choker finger.
Just what we need drug activity around here.
Hey, it's going to become legal after they vote.
I know.
Voted in.
All right.
November.
Cut that off. We'll be back.